There, I finished my treatment. Feeling better, I hope? What a surprise, though. I got to analyze a wonder drug and give the Dawn Chorus captain a physical all in one day. How lucky I am.
That makes two of us. A direct referral to a physician of the Asturias clan. I still can't believe it. Is there anyone you don't know? Regardless, you have my thanks.
The elixir you're taking is the genuine article. All I did was speed up its natural effects a touch. It should have taken effect by now. Do you notice a difference?
I sure do. My old strength's coming back already. Let's give these legs a whirl. Nice. Would you look at that?
Don't get too carried away yet. I do have a suggestion, though, if you're looking to speed up your recovery even more. You may not be aware, but there are hot springs scattered all across the frontier. Take a little vacation, a hot springs tour. Consider it rehab.
I'd be a fool to turn that down. Thanks for the tip, Doc. What do you say? You up for joining me on a hot springs tour? Chop chop, doctor's orders. There it is, nature's jacuzzi. Care to work up a little sweat before hopping in? Being on my feet again is making me crave a good workout. I feel alive again, I love it. Give me 2 or 3 good strikes. I'm just gonna stand here and bask in it. There we go. See, knew I could count on you. Hit me with your best shot. Nice try, but they don't call me captain for show. You got good instincts, I'll give you that. On the other hand, your skills could still use a little honing. How about I give you some sparring lessons while we're on this tour? That'll square us for getting me out of this wheelchair. Good. That's settled. What do you say we find out if these springs are as good as advertised? Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Whatever's in this water is definitely working. I feel my body becoming whole again. Damn, that's something else. I'd say that's a success, and I'm about ready to head straight to the next one. You ready? Let's call it a day. I gotta tell you, I'm starting to feel my old instincts coming back. Now then, why don't we go and freshen up? When Lyle was a kid, I used to give him sparring lessons too. Time sure flies. He had this innate talent, and I was ready to teach him everything I knew. Unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. Along our journey, I ended up wheelchair-bound. So Lyle had to teach himself. Over time, his form became more and more erratic. I was at a loss and concerned that he was on track to brute-forcing his way through every fight. But then he met you, and something in him changed. Maybe that's not the right way to put it. He was open to listening again, like when he was younger. You have my thanks, truly. If it's not too much trouble, keep doing what you're doing. Be someone you can aspire to. Man, that really hit the spot. All right, on to the next whenever you're ready. You've got a real talent for this, a gift. Everything I throw at you, you're just soaking it in. So, what do you say? Ready to go wash up? This training has been a real joy for me. It may sound silly, but I can see myself teaching someday, passing on my skills to the next generation. Revenants are always so focused on perfecting the powers they were born with. That was the norm, and I never really questioned it until now. But I've enjoyed watching you absorb my skills, seeing the little twists you put on my lessons. It's changed my outlook on the old ways. We were self-involved for so long. There's no sense in it. None at all. Being back on my feet means there's so much more I can do. I've been racking my brain thinking of new challenges. You've given me something new to consider. Maybe a new lease on life. The old legs are feeling a whole lot better now. It's about time we headed out. All right. How about we call it quits for today, yeah? I worked up a good sweat. Ready for that hot spring? I find the way you fight fascinating. You have a tactical touch, some uniquely human instinct for optimizing Revenant powers. I've never seen anything like it. Many Revenants are nonconformists. As I'm sure you've noticed, they tend to stick out from the crowd, both in and out of combat. Meanwhile, human fighters employ a more systematic approach, one that relies less on instinct. Your style seems like the best of both worlds. That was a nice soak. On to the next one. You're a real sport for trekking all over with me. I really appreciate it. Thanks to you, these legs are ready for action again. It feels strange to say, but this is my chance to start anew. In fact, I intend to open a school and take on some pupils to train. Remember what I said? About how I think the humans were very clever to systematize their combat tactics. I'd like to do the same for Revenants, so we can leave our techniques for posterity, to pass them on. Revenants may live longer than humans, but long isn't forever. Just think, if I teach you and you teach someone else, before long you've started a tradition. One generation passing its legacy on to the next. That's how I'd like to leave my mark on history anyways. I don't know. Not a bad deal if you ask me. Hey, I like the ring of that. I hope you know what you're getting into. There's still so much more I want to teach you. This is my shot to leave the world a better place than I found it. To pass on something that actually matters. What could be more exciting? And if you thought you're off the hook, think again. I'm advertising you as my star pupil. Do me proud.